So there are three, over the years, I've distilled this down to this sort of formula, right? That there are, to me, when it comes to, let's say, a gunfight, there are three critical skills that have to occur. Skill number one, and they're in order of priority, right? Skill number one is making correct and in-time shooting decisions. Correct, meaning legally, ethically, morally the right thing to do. And in time, meaning I can process the scenario fast enough that I can get the firearm out by making a correct decision rapidly enough that I get the firearm out and protect myself or other people, right? So that's number one, right? And number two is deliver timely and accurate rounds on target, sufficient to end the threat, right? And no more than are necessary. That's critical skill number two, right? Knowing when to stop shooting, being able to maintain visual and processing information rapidly enough to see. I'm dealing with a case, as you know, I do expert testimony stuff. I'm dealing with a case right now, reviewing a case right now where on video, body cam video, and witness video, on video, the gun from the suspect's hand is already on the ground as the two officers fired the last three shots, 1 and 2, right? Now, we can get long and involved in a discussion how fast the brain can process information, how soon it can translate to the end of the threat, the imminent threat, likely or intended to cause serious bodily injury or death, and then send those signals to get this to stop, right? We can get long and involved in that, but here's the problem, right? The plaintiff's attorneys, and it's a civil suit, the plaintiff's attorney, wrongful death, the plaintiff's attorneys are going to play that video time and time again. They're going to slow that video down, and you're going to see the gun leaving the suspect's hand. You're going to hear continue firing. You're going to see the gun sitting on the ground as those final rounds are being fired. In the minds of a jury, I'm going to have a hard time. I'm going to make, if necessary, if it doesn't get settled, I'm going to make an argument about those things we just talked about.
Yes.
Right? But in the minds of a jury, the gun was on the ground.
Yes.
And when they're delivering final shots. Now, in the autopsy report, which rounds actually killed? When was he technically dead, right?
Yes.
When, would it have actually, you get the point. So there's going to be all this stuff. But at the end of the day, the jury is going to be faced with, that when he let go of the gun, the cops should have stopped shooting.
Yeah, and I think that's
so how do you overcome that?
Yeah, that's one of the things that people overestimate about technology is like a body cam or dash cam, that it's going to, it's not going to give you the same decision-making dilemma that cop had in the moment, right? It doesn't show you how fast the cop's heart's beating when his camera is watching what's happening. Right. He's facing a deadly threat. It doesn't show you, the time distortion and all these things that can occur, all these physiological effects of duress. So it's, you can watch it and it's like watching a movie, right? Maybe you're even eating popcorn and drinking soda, right? But this cop, he doesn't know how it's going to end.